I'm in Doncaster. I've come to just have a walk round, have a look round. Apparently there's going to be an investment of £35 billion on a new tech park over by the old, by the railway station. That railway station where the railway works is, and I'm talking slow and stopping, it's because I'm concentrating on traffic. So I think it's one of the government initiatives, the North Powerhouse, where this money's coming from. I mean, there's supposed to be 35 million going to Goldthorpe for innovations and technologies. So I don't know what they're going to do with all this innovation and technology throughout South Yorkshire if they're spending money here in Doncaster as well. So I don't know what sort of jobs it's going to bring. This is the old corn exchange. We've come on a Tuesday because there's somewhere I want to go. And they're having a little lecture there today. It's going to be a little surprise. Smelt fish. I think that's the other side.
Just remember, sun only shines on the night.
Like a lot of markets nowadays, they sort of run down a bit and no longer about. It's all this online buying and vintage eBay.
Going to car.
That's all right.
It's quite a busy town. For Sheffield on a Tuesday, absolute dead. Doncaster used to be a rich town. It built itself up on coal, glass, the railways. It holds the one of the oldest horse racing events in this country at Doncaster. This music's killing me. What a music about. What a buskers. So Doncaster sort of started declining in the 80s with the industries, glass and railway diminishing, and then when Thatcher closed the pits down, that really killed it. But there was some right money here at one time. But still looks to be a vibrant town. Well, it's a city now. monument to the miners and collieries at Doncaster.
Access at
It used to be a good night out here in Doncaster. I used to bring, when I was taxiing, bussing, I used to bring a lot of people here on a weekend. Used to be a vibrant nightlife. Don't know what it's like now. With the architecture and buildings, you can see there used to be money for buildings like this. There still is big money in Doncaster, going out to the north of Doncaster on the old North Road and towards Bowtry, and at top of Wickersley. That's rather a minute, Wickersley. Getting wrong place now. Oh! There used to be a PIP assessment centre down here, and they got it cameraed from car park coming into here, and they'd have you on camera coming in, and then they'd sit you down. Well, you'd go into the waiting room, sit down, they'd assess you on what chair you'd chosen, whether with arms or not, a low chair, high chair. And then when you were in, they'd show you the CCTV of you walking down here. So if you could manage to come from the car park into the PIP assessment without sitting down or struggling, they'd deny you your money. And they still do that sort of thing now. It's now in that big red building over there where the job centre is as well. It's in there now, but it used to be in a second floor unit on here. This was the old 60s, 70s shopping centre and living area that they built. It was one of the grand schemes of having shops and community all around, but it didn't last long. It's like in Sheffield, a lot of it got knocked down. Down here where I used to drop off with bus, and I used to bring people out for drinking on Friday, Saturday nights. This is Doncaster Library. This is the surprise. I saw this and I thought, wow, not seen many libraries like this before. So this bit's part of the National Railway Museum. Locomotives here are part of their collection, but have roots with Doncaster. Doncaster built all the record breakers, the Flying Scotsman and the Mallard. They're all Nigel Gresley designs. This used to be the old school for girls. They've kept the facade and that's part of the cafe, and kept bits of the building. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a crack in the casting. Might only be a small crack, not all the way down. Don't know if this locomotive still runs mainline. Doncaster Railway Works, known as the Plant. During the Second World War, it manufactured gliders, which were used on the Normandy landings on D-Day, and on Market Garden, which were a bit of a failure. If I could ask you to do us a favour and subscribe. It don't cost you anything, it's note. And you know what us in Yorkshire like, anything for note. It's absolutely free, so if you could subscribe for me, get me numbers up, and then I can start doing more content wider afield. And if you have any comments, please put them in comments. If it's rubbish, if it's good, if it's indifferent, I'd like to know. This is the King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry Regiment Museum. This is also in the library. The library smells like a hospital. The toilet smells like a nursing home. Like most at regiments now, they all got amalgamated. It's just the York, I think it's the Yorkshire Regiment now. But that includes a lot of the Northumberland regiments. Coily. That's what we used to call Deltic, that were the King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry. There were 22 Deltics. 11 were named after racehorses that won the Grand National. And 11 were named after infantries. There's two faiths on there, I wonder if they're related. I think that's the old law court. That's the mosque there. And there's the new law courts that's built down the back of the cinema. sound might have gone off a bit earlier, but mic went off. Not to worry. This is Doncaster Works, known as the plant locally. I think it still does some maintenance, but there's rumours that it's going to all close down, and I think this is where the technology park's either going to be built or going to go inside this building with the funding that's coming. They no longer need it because it used to be, that's where like the Mallard Flying Scotsman Pacific class locomotives were built, and they no longer build the locomotives. Everything comes from overseas near enough now, the Azumas and everything, but there's a massive plant or depot where the freight yard used to be over the other side of Doncaster, and that's where the Azumas are maintained and parked up. So it's still in Doncaster, just moved location.
First class accommodation is at the rear of the train. Please stand back from the platform edge.
Spent many a time on platforms here when I was train spotting in my teens.
The next train to arrive at platform 4 will be the 13:55.
In the 1980s, well 70s and 80s and early 90s, they used to do a lot of maintenance at Doncaster Works, but that's demised as the big units came into this country that Virgin brought in, and other companies. They haven't got the room, they need the room because they service the whole train, not just the locomotives like they used to.
The 13:59 cross-country service to Reading, calling at Sheffield, Derby, Birmingham New Street, Leamington Spa, Banbury, Oxford and Reading. This train has 5 coaches. First class accommodation is at the rear of the train. Cross-country service to Reading, calling at Sheffield, Derby, Birmingham New Street, Leamington Spa, Banbury, Oxford and Reading. This train has 5 coaches. First class accommodation is at the rear of the train. Platform 3B of the 13:59 cross-country service to Reading.
I might stand to be corrected, and that might be the digital tech hub that they're building there. I'm sure someone said earlier on to me that it was going in the works, but I think it's that there. There we go. So in a couple of years when it's built, if you want a technical job, go there.